Welcome back, everyone. It's another part of Vye Brante Reads. I'm hoping, uh, hoping that I could, or I can, talk straight, but I'm hoping that I can, finish up Trouble at Silphco. We'll find out. Let me see where I left off here. Just kind of want to get all these recorded. Just, I don't know, because they're fun. Okay, let's see. So we kind of left you off in the middle, well, at the beginning, I guess, of the Jesse and James fight. We'll see how this goes. It's been so long, I really don't remember any of it. So let's find out. So, there Wheezing and Arbok appeared. Hillary pointed at Wheezing. "Spyro, take care of that Wheezing," she commanded. Spyro went out to face the Wheezing. She pulled out a Pokeball. "Persian," she called. "Handle Arbok." Her Persian appeared. Apparently Persian doesn't have a name, but I guess Pikachu doesn't have a name, so... Apparently I was doing double battles before they were in the series, so... I got that going for me, if nothing else. "Arbok," Jesse said, "bite that Persian." Wheezing, James said, "use your sludge attack to stop that Charmeleon." "Persian," Hillary called before Wheezing Arbok could do anything. "Avoid Arbok's attacks and slash it every time you can." "Spyro bowling ball attack?" Alright. Sure. And then flamethrower. I wonder where I got some of these. Oh, what was that sound? Doesn't seem to be picking me up. Well, maybe it is. Headphones went a little crazy there, but it looks like it's still recording me. Okay. Let's see. When Arbok tried to bite Persian, it would jump out of the way. I'm assuming Persian would jump out of the way. Then it would slash it with its claws. Spyro jumped into the air towards Wheezing. He rolled himself into a ball and began to spin in mid-air. Wheezing opened its mouth. Poison sludge came out. It bounced off Spyro's rolling body. Spyro slammed into Wheezing. It flew backwards towards a wall. Spyro unrolled his body. He opened his mouth and used flamethrower. The Wheezing hit the wall while the flames hit it. It fell to the ground defeated. Persian slashed Arbok many times. Arbok hadn't done anything to Persian. It had gotten slashed too many times. Okay, so repetitive. It fell to the ground and fainted. "Looks like we win," Hillary said slyly. Jesse and James looked at their fainted Pokemon. They recalled them. "We still have one Pokemon left," Jesse yelled. Meowth and James looked at her. "We do?" they both asked. Jesse certainly looked at James. He looked blankly at her. Then he understood. "Oh, I get it," James laughed. He and Jesse looked at Meowth and smiled. Meowth caught on. "No way," it yelled. "I'm not fighting them." I think I probably just threw him in the fight because, you know, they used a Meowth in the Pokemon Yellow fight. Jesse and James picked up Meowth. "You are now," James said. "Go get them," Jesse said. They tossed Meowth over to Spyro and Persian. It landed face first on the ground. It looked up at Spyro and Persian. They smiled at Meowth slyly. Meowth stood up. "Don't wait for this one to attack," Hillary called. Persian used Scratch to toss it to Spyro. Spyro's batter up. Just kind of an FYI side note thing, that where she said don't wait for this one to attack. That was kind of talked about in the other one I was reading too, and it was something I, for some reason, and I think it had something to do with when they met Daisy and Ponyta. They started this thing where they don't attack first because they want to make sure that the opponent Pokemon really wants to fight or something like that. So she always taught them to attack second. Anyways. Meowth covered its head as Persian scratched it. Meowth flew towards Spyro. Spyro whacked it with his tail. Another side note, how come Meowth has to be an it, but Spyro is clearly a him? Meowth hit the wall. It moaned. Spyro and Persian walked over to it. It looked up at them. Okay, it pleaded. I give up. Meowth, Jessie yelled. What do you think you're doing? James asked. Do you want to fight them? Meowth asked. Hillary smiled. Must we carry this on? She asked. Jessie and James looked at each other. They frowned. Fine, Jessie sobbed. Okay. Seems rather... Go on ahead, James wailed. I think I just was abusing the thesaurus. But you won't beat the boss, Jessie said angrily. That's right, James said. He can't be beaten. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again, they all shouted. In a flash of white light, they were gone. Interesting. They can teleport. Spyro and Persian looked around, surprised. I'm pretty surprised. Come on, Hillary said. Persian returned. Persian returned to its Pokeball. Hillary headed toward the door. Pikachu hid behind her legs as she opened the door. Spyro tensed for battle. Hillary entered the room. It was dark inside except a faint light coming from a large window. There was a huge table. A man in a chair... Oh, wait. A man sat in a chair on the other side. He was tied to the chair? Oh, okay. Giovanni stood in front of the table, smiling. So we talk about the guy... Okay. Sure, we'll mention Giovanni second, even though he's closer and whatever. He looked at Hillary. She looked right back. Okay. Hillary shut the door. It's almost hard to believe you made it this far, Giovanni said. You said that at Game Corner, too, Hillary reminded him. Apparently so. It must be true, then, he said. Why is it so hard to believe? Hillary asked. For several reasons, but I won't really go into it. Giovanni didn't answer her question. He looked at Pikachu behind her legs. He looked puzzled. You didn't evolve your Pikachu, he observed. Hillary glared at him. I guess this is completely off topic, but I didn't think you were allowed to evolve Pikachu. So, let's see. You take over an entire company and you decide to make small talk, she said. Why does it matter if I evolve Pikachu anyway? When it's mine, he said, grinning, I'll evolve it. The statement shocked Hillary. What did he mean? I'm not giving Pikachu to a creep like you, she snapped. Giovanni didn't say anything. He just continued smiling. The smile sent a chill up Hillary's spine. He pulled out a Pokeball. Tell you what, he said. If you win, I'll leave Silphco. Okay, she said. And if I win, he continued, you'll join Team Rocket. Hillary stared. What? She asked. You heard what I said, he said. Hillary just stared. Again. If he would say that, then he must be pretty confident about winning. Okay. She could tell he was serious, too. But she couldn't refuse. This was the only way to get him to leave. I'm assuming it's supposed to be this was the only way to get him to leave. There was more on the line than just Silphco now. Her very freedom was at stake. He could see that she was stunned. Enough talk, he said. Let's get down to business. He threw the Pokeball. A Nidorino appeared. She really does just kind of like, okay. Hillary shook off her facial expression. Okay, she pointed at it. Her facial expression. um, grammar. Go, Spyro, she yelled. Spyro ran out to face the Nidorino. Double kick, Giovanni called. Nidorino jumped into the air. It kicked Spyro to the ground. Spyro quickly got up. After all the times he's gotten hit, he's still like full HP. Fire spin, Hillary called. What's up with fire spin? Are we just like totally obsessed with that move? I wonder what level I even learned fire spin. It seems like it's really late. Spyro opened his mouth. Fire spun around out of his mouth. It surrounded Nidorino. Horn attack now, Giovanni yelled, but Nidorino couldn't do it. It tried to, but it couldn't get past all the flames. When Spyro stopped, it stood still, weakened. Slash it, Hillary called. Spyro slashed Nidorino with his razor-sharp claws. Nidorino fainted. Giovanni recalled it. Get them, Rhyhorn, Giovanni called. A Rhyhorn appeared. Out of nowhere, just poof. There's the Rhyhorn. Spyro, take a rest, Hillary said. She pulled out a Pokeball. Go, Nick, she said. Her war turtle appeared. Oh, good. Someone else gets to fight. Rhyhorn, Giovanni said. Stomp that war turtle. The Rhyhorn ran at Nick. It tried to stomp him, but Nick kept dodging its attacks. Nick, Hillary called. Bubble beam. Nick took a deep breath and blew out a long stream of bubbles. They collided with the Rhyhorn, who soon fainted. Giovanni recalled Rhyhorn. He pulled out another Pokeball. Go, Nidoqueen, he called, throwing the ball at it. A Nidoqueen appeared. Nick, enough, Hillary called. She threw a Pokeball as Nick ran back to her side. Go, Cuddles, her Jigglypuff appeared. Jiggly, she said. Nidoqueen, poison sting, he commanded. Is that really the best you got? Cuddles, sing, Hillary called. Before Nidoqueen could attack, Cuddles had sang it to sleep. Efficient. Giovanni growled angrily. Nidoqueen returned, he said, calling the sleeping Pokemon back into its ball. Try to stop this one, he said. He threw a Pokeball. Go, Kangaskhan. A Kangaskhan appeared. Okay, Cuddles, enough, he said. Go, Pikachu. Pikachu went out to face Kangaskhan. Dizzy punch, Giovanni called. Kangaskhan went at Pikachu. It jumped into the air. Pikachu or Kangaskhan? No idea. Thunderbolt, Hillary called. Pikachu! Pikachu cried. Lightning bolts shot from its body. They hit Kangaskhan and it fainted. 13 minutes, okay. More one-hit kills. Giovanni recalled it. You won't beat this one, he said. He threw a Pokeball. Go, Persian. Why wasn't his Persian just out? It was out earlier. His Persian appeared. Return, Pikachu, Hillary commanded. Pikachu. Just right random, it just says Pikachu. Period. Okay. Go get them, Persian, she called. Her Persian appeared. Out of nowhere. Both Persians sat there, looking at each other. Persian, Giovanni's Persian said. Persian, Persian, Hillary's Persian said. Having a little conversation. Persian, Giovanni called. Slash it. His Persian went at Hillary's Persian. This is getting confusing. It slashed it with its sharp claws. Persian, Hillary yelled. Growl and then slash back. Persian growled angrily at Giovanni's Persian. It just growled back. Persian ran at it. It tried to slash it, but Giovanni's Persian was too fast. Scratch, Giovanni called. His Persian ran at the other. We're just being kind of vague now. It scratched it furiously. It kept going. It scratched Hillary's Persian many times. I thought he said scratch, not fury swipes. Persian can't hold on much longer, Hillary thought. Giovanni's Persian kept scratching and scratching. Hillary's Persian couldn't fight back. It finally stopped and backed off. Assuming Giovanni's. Hillary's Persian laid on the floor. Its body trembled, trying to get up. Persian, come back, Hillary said. Persian looked back at her angrily. Let Spyro handle it, she said. Persian shook its head. Persian, it said. Now, she shouted. Persian looked away. Then it slowly walked back to her side. Spyro went to face the Persian. Slash, Giovanni called out. His Persian went at Spyro. I mean, I guess on one hand, at least there was some sort of challenge. On the other hand, it's like, why? I don't know. Flamethrower, Hillary shouted. Spyro opened his mouth and flames shot out. They hit the attacking Persian. It stood in one place. Okay. Good for it. Slash and batters up, she called. Not again. Spyro slashed at Persian. It tried to dodge him, but it got hit anyway. Then Spyro jumped into the air and spun around. He whacked the Persian with his tail. It was knocked to the ground. It quickly got up. This guy doesn't know when to quit, Hillary said to herself. Fury swipes, Giovanni ordered. There it is. His Persian went at Spyro. It looked mad. It clawed him several times. Fire spin, Hillary called. Spyro backed up from Persian. He opened his mouth. Fire spun around out of it. Such a weird way to say that. The fire surrounded Persian. It couldn't move. Okay, Spyro, Hillary said. Bowling ball. Not again. Where am I pulling this from? Spyro stopped the fire and jumped into the air. He rolled into a ball. He rolled at Persian. He hit it and it fell to the ground. It slowly stood back up. Charmeleon, Spyro said, jumping into the air again and hitting it with its tail. It fell to the ground. It fainted. All right, Hillary cheered. Spyro ran over to her. She wrapped her arms around him. You did it, she cried. How do they know that they won? They're all celebrating. Giovanni recalled Persian. He thought about telling Hillary that he had brought her to this dimension, but he decided not to. Okay. All right, Giovanni said. I'll leave here. I will come back, though. You haven't seen the last of me. There was a flash of white light. Then he was gone. He can teleport, too! I want to teleport. And they're not surprised this time. Hillary ran over to the man that was tied to the chair. Where are we? 17, okay. Still have like 3 pages, though. What the crap? What else is there here? And I don't know how to spell untying, apparently. I have it. Untiing. Oh, and I have it again. Oh, and again. There's like 4 times whenever I talk about untying. I have no idea how to spell it, apparently. Anyways, Hillary ran over to the man that was tied to the chair. Are you okay? She asked, untying him. I am now, he said, relieved. You're the president of the company, aren't you? She asked, still untying him. Yes, he said. She finished untying his wrist and went to his legs. He rubbed his wrists. You're pretty brave, he said, coming here alone. I would think all those Team Rocket goons would scare off a kid your age. Hillary smiled. It takes a lot more than a bunch of Team Rocket wimps to scare me off, she said. Besides, I didn't come here alone. You didn't? He asked. No, he said. She said. I came here with my Pokemon, of course. And then someone opened the door. Officer Jenny ran into the room. She looked at Hillary. They didn't really come together, though. I thought you said you were going to get out of here, she said. Hillary finished untying him. They both stood up. I lied, Hillary said. Just blatantly. What happened here? Jenny asked. Hillary was about to tell her when the president interrupted. Let me explain, he said. He walked over to her. He began telling her everything. Okay, we still have like 2, almost 3 pages to go. We're at 19 minutes right now. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a part 5 to finish this out. I mean, I guess I could just go on, but meh. Because I don't know, I don't think my video would really have a limit, but, you know, keeping them all about 20 minutes each is probably good. So yeah, I'll just pick that up when we get to part 5, and hopefully we can finish this out. So, well, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.